morning and welcome to Attorney Commander J.R. Glapohkpa Chesson Talk Show. On this beautiful Thursday morning, November the 30th, 2023. November is almost gone. Tomorrow is the last day, my people. For us in America, we're going to start getting ready for Christmas. Same with the people in Liberia preparing for inauguration. While the world in other parts are at war. We pray for the dead. We pray for those that are hungry, displaced, and starving. We pray for our peaceful nations too, that their peace will hold. And men will act sensible under the law that guides us. Today is a special show for us because our focus is in Rhode Island today, where this weekend, Sunrise Forever Incorporated of Rhode Island will continue its youth leadership program at its offices downtown in Providence. But before we deal with Sunrise, let's go to Liberia and let Sam Wilker tell us what's happening this morning in our dear beloved country, Liberia. We know that Joe Walker has already launched a massive cleanup campaign for his inauguration. So let's hear what is happening in Liberia. Sam, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Rodney.
How you doing, my brother?
Yeah, I'm good this morning.
Lay it on me, man.
And today is the 79th to that.
I said, lay it on me. Let's go.
Yeah, today is the 79th birth anniversary of His Excellency Joseph Yuma Boakai, President-elect of Liberia. And Rodney, as early as 5 days.
Today is Boakai birthday?
Boakai's 79th birthday.
Wow.
And as early as 5 this morning, Liberians trooped in there to wish him well on his natal day.
Boakai,
and
happy birthday,
yeah,
Mr. President-elect. Okay, wow. I thought I saw it somewhere, but I was so busy doing ads and things.
Mm-hmm.
When I got on, I saw my birthday. Then I also saw the cleanup campaign that was going on. Wow. So everybody jubilating in Liberia?
Well, yeah. Actually, the first exercise in cleaning the city was in Peaceville for his birthday. So the national cleanup campaign had not started yet. So the cleanup campaign that you saw, it was for his birthday. They were preparing for his birthday. That's why they cleaned the city of Peaceville.
So how clean was it? Huh?
Yeah, I didn't really go Peaceville, but I mean, it's okay, yeah. Most of the garbage they put off the streets, much better than before.
Okay.
At least, the cleaning was done manually, with hand, shovel, wheelbarrow, no trucks. It was okay anyway.
Is Boca doing anything for his birthday?
Well, I don't know yet. He got no special program for that. I've not heard anything of such. There's no special program for that.
I was starting my birthday yesterday.
Oh man, Liberia. When I say talking about birthday, all the beaches are filled with people at the clubs. In spite of all these kind of hard times, Liberia still of pleasure.
Actually, the people got money. Liberia people got money. I saw it myself when I passed the kid to Rhode Island here, man. I said, I couldn't believe it, man. That man would just get up and say, I got a 250 prayer wish in 10 minutes. Sir, in 10 minutes, that guy raised almost $50,000.
Hmm.
Can you imagine that? All the people rushing there putting money in the thing. I don't know how much he raised that night, but the whole, I think he did about 2 or 3 of those things. He must have raised about $70,000 because he left the girl who he had a program to boost a girl, a bishop in Rhode Island church. So he gave her some of the money he made, But I mean, it was unbelievable, Sam. And that place was back. That place was back. The guy is popular. I can't remember his name, but he's all over the place. That those religious guys know him. But every time I got I got a 200, and he wasn't calling no small money, man. He was calling $250, $300. I got a $300 watch in 5 minutes. Anybody want a blessing? A $300 blessing in 5 minutes. Sam can't see the people running up to put $300 there.
He might be a quick result.
I may be mistaken with the first amount he raised, but I think altogether that night, the whole night, he must have raised $50,000 to $70,000 with all I think he did 2 or 3 of those $300 and $250. I think he started with $250, then he went to $300. Now I can't remember. I know he went to $400, but I know he did 3 of those things right when I was there before I left, and those people were there all night almost. Because I spoke with the bishop afterwards. I think she said he raised about $50,000 and gave her some. But it was unbelievable, Sam. I couldn't believe people had that much money. Poor people too, man. People they're kind of difficult time. You just take a $250 and give it to church. Nothing coming back.
Blessing coming back.
Yeah, blessing. But if that's real, if that's real, if that's real. But the guy was predicting some things and all kind of things, but you were prophesying some things, but you never know. Where else you gotta go? I don't want to lose track of our show this morning.
Well, good news for Liberia. World Bank has just lifted a suspension on the right to borrow. The WLA government has some outstanding debt, and they are not paid the time we're against them. So that's how they ban Liberia in the recent time. But they have just lifted it because they fought and repay.
So Sam, why are you not acting serious about borrowing money? That's all we do. It's good they lift the suspension because we're gonna die with that suspension there. Where we'll get money from? First of all, we don't even know how much we got. Go ahead.
And the Senate has just passed an investment bill worth $22 million United States dollars, and in partnership with the government and Bonnie Enterprise. Bonnie is to construct an oil terminal, petroleum terminal in Monrovia around the LPRC.
I look at he froze. Well, anyway, that's a company that's supposed to build a petroleum storage facility for Liberia, and I hope he come back soon. It's supposed to cost about $22 million. So when he come back, we'll go on. So but anyway, that's what's going on in Liberia this morning. Until he come back, he wouldn't be on too long anyway. He's just coming to give the news. But anyway, this morning my show is specially dedicated to Sunrise Forever Incorporated of Providence, Rhode Island. This group, I told you, has been doing tremendously well. Let me get rid of Sam. I see you back. Sam?
Yeah, man.
Oh, don't worry about it, man.
The connection, the connection.
Just end up.
And so Bonnie is a Liberia owned company, Bonnie Enterprise, and Borden is based in Bond County, you know.
Uh,
And so yes, so Liberia own company. They've been existing for more than 25 years now.
Bonnie?
In Boni Enterprise, yeah, Quaduk Boni Enterprise,
Wow.
Boni
More than
Enterprise.
25 years?
Yeah, Boni been around for a long time.
What they do?
I
The
know the group
construction
anyway.
company?
They're in construction.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Well,
today
I
is
hope you know
what?
what they're doing with this petroleum thing, that we don't have some kind of big explosion in Liberia. Go ahead.
And Liberia joined the World Toilet Day today. Liberia joins the world. Today is World Toilet Day, and there's an indoor program to be held at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So Liberia is part of this toilet program, but still we do not have latrines.
Please
People go in
let
the
clarify.
waters.
Let clarify what you mean. Like today is World Toilet
It's
Day.
World Toilet Day.
Is it
This day,
the toilet that people
t-
go inside,
yes,
or when
it's
you
a it's,
boot? Which one?
it's a toilet. TOILET. World
Yeah,
Toilet
but
Day.
toilet could mean both things. Toilet could mean the structure, and toilet could mean the boot.
It's when you go boot sanitation
Yeah.
improves where that is
Okay.
causing improved sanitation. Toilet.
I hope
TOILET.
you know what boot
Toilet go
means.
and boot. Yeah.
I hope you know what boot means. Okay. In the West here it means shit. But over there we call it boot. That the Christian word for a boot. Okay. So we got to clarify what word toilet day means. The toilet, the structure, right? The building.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I just want to know.
So,
Okay,
and
is that
Senate elect Nathaniel McGill, Samson Nathaniel McGill of Margibi County, he denied owning property in Dubai. He's been accused of some folks around here that he can own property in Dubai. If at a Spoon TV with a spoon, accused him of owning a building in Dubai. He even showed the building on television. But McGill had denied ever owning building outside Liberia. He said
but
all his structures are based in Liberia.
all the records that people got of these buildings and information has to be turned over to Justice Ministry as soon as Walker becomes president. Let's see what the Justice Ministry will do about it. Or the Corruption Commission, either one, or the CID, either one. So you got many places to turn your information over to. If you got information about rogues in the past government, even in Ellen government, let's go there.
Mm-hmm.
So is that it? What else?
Yes, the headline for this morning.
Okay, I got a special show this morning, Sam, about Sunrise Forever. Sunrise
Uh,
Forever Incorporated of Rhode Island is a non-profit organization chaired by the woman who founded it, chaired by the founder, Mrs. Alice Howard. Now, this organization, when it started, our community was in an uproar. We had problems in the community. So there were many issues with serving the needy in our community. Many of their needs were not met because in the past, we had elderly affairs, we had youth affairs. All of these were community chair committees that took care of the elders, that took care of the youth. We had an education center. I mean, this is how progressive Rhode Island Liberian community was. We had our own. I was co-chairman of the community then. We had a chairman of the board. We had a community learning center. We had computers. We had printers. Everything. By that time, they were bringing all the students, the refugees from Liberia during the war. And a lot of them were young children. They were just dropping them in Rhode Island. And although the agencies here tried to help, Many of them, first of all, had difficulties. They couldn't understand the students, the people they were bringing. They couldn't understand the accent. They couldn't understand the Americans. So, as best as they tried to hire Liberians to translate and do other things, they couldn't afford to hire sufficient people. So the Liberian community stepped in and we started doing some of these things. And after our community got in an uproar, we started having issues with people coming from Liberia too and wanting to bring the politics from Liberia into Rhode Island and disrupt our organization. We had problems. So many people withdrew from the organization, and we had to find means to address the needs of Liberians here who the community were attending to, but could no longer attend to because of the fuss that were coming. So one of the people that got up and decided to form her own organization to help those that were coming was Alice. So Alice jumped up and did it, and she started her organization. So initially, her organization was to carry backpacks to Liberia, okay, because we had no structure here. The Liberian people who are coming, they had issues. The Liberian children in Liberia then that were doing the war too, they had concerns too. Right? She's still bringing things in Liberia. So Alice took over caring for the community too. On Saturdays, she opened way to give food to the people. Now, for the past year or two, I don't want to stress any number, any how long she's been doing it, but she's been doing it for a while. People in the community now, every Saturday, they know they can go to Sunrise Forever and get food, free food. You're gonna pay for it. She's going out there and looking for the avenues to bring free food in, and everybody go there, man. Or every Saturday, anything you want, sometimes we get anything that's available. Sometimes they get seafood, sometimes they get bread with condiments, and peanut butter, all these things that come along, and these are free. Sometimes I go there myself. I brought home a whole box of peanut butter because I just like to eat peanut butter. I like to suck it too, just suck on it. So I brought that too, and carnation milk, bread. People take it home by the boxes. So that one avenue that the Liberian community used to do now, that Alice community is doing, because that aspect was neglected when we were fussing. Somebody had to take it over. So since the community organization wasn't effective, she took it over. And she has done well. Now she's doing the youth education program, the leadership program. We got too many youth in our community now that the Liberian community is not attending to either, because we lost all the funding we had. Now, people usually depend on grant money. Tell in Liberia, you beg for money. We do the same thing in America here, but in America they call it grant. So we had a lot of grant money, but grant money, that free money. So anybody who got organization or non-profit organization can apply for grant money. So grant money that's come from the government too, that come from organizations that with money. So when everybody applying for these grant monies, they had to cut it down. When one time Liberian community used to get X thousands of dollars, but because other people started forming organizations and begging for money too, they had to cut the Liberian community money down to share with everybody because that government money. No one person entitled to it. So we lost. But fortunately, Alice formed her organization and she be active because to do something like this, you either gotta be fully committed or paid. And the Liberian community couldn't pay people to do this, so we couldn't really be effective. But Alice is committed. She devotes her time to this. There's a lot of work on the computer, a lot of meetings. She got committees and all these things, and these things are functioning. She got, and not only Liberian people, that will make her organization so functioning. She's not only depending on Liberian people, she's depending on Americans, on Hispanics, different people helping her. The chairman of her organization, one of the people, the vice chairman, I think is an Hispanic woman. It was an American woman before. But all these things this woman is doing, we're recognizing her today and also talking about the youth leadership program that she got that is currently going on. It's a course, a 6-week course. It's last 2 weeks ago they did the orientation. Now the course is starting Saturday, and people need to be there. But you can go now. I just wanted to brief you on that so you can get
Okay.
what I'm doing.
Okay.
So
Yes, I'll join you.
okay, bye-bye. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I've already told you all about Sunrise Forever, basically. Now, 2 weeks ago, they had the orientation, and we're there. Let me bring on Miss Alice Howard and our interview during that course.
Chesson for showing up to this orientation. Actually, this is Sunrise Forever Incorporated's Youth Mentorship Program, and today is the orientation. I'm so glad that we are able to bring young kids together to help them become global citizens, to help harness the skills, right? As statesman Frederick Douglass said, and I agree with him, it is easier to build strong children than to repair broken men. So we are focused on the future. We are focused on our children, making sure they have the right, solid foundation to carry them to life, trying to help them develop positive skills. That's what this program is all about.
Who envisioned it and how long is it for?
So thank you, that's a great question. Actually, Sunrise, we're trying to do a holistic approach. That's our vision, part of what we intend to do. So we want to make sure we help families live happy and healthy lives. There are other things we're doing in the community. We also make sure, like I said earlier, the children are the future. Make sure they have all around skills to help them. So that was my idea, along with other team members. I'm like, can we just, so I look at our community, I'm like, there's so much we can do to help the kids. So much we can do to help our children. So thinking about that and Sunrise's mission, we decided to just add this to what we are doing now to make it part of our programs.
So how long is this program for?
This is a 6-week program. This is a pilot phase, and we are dealing with middle schoolers. So after this, at the end of the program, we're going to have an exit activity to see where they are when they came to this program and where they are when they are leaving the program. So then we launch another phase that probably may be for middle schoolers again, and or we're going to include high school kids to make them aware as they're going out there to go to college, right? To have a diverse and open mind. The world is big, so we don't want to have them have this narrow thinking. We want to broaden their mental capacity to make them be critical thinkers.
So what do you have to say to the community?
I just want to say thank you so much for all those who've come thus far, all of my sponsors, our supporters, our donors. People show up every Saturday. Just so you know, we also do seafood distribution every Saturday. We want to make sure Rhode Islanders are fed. So, in connection with the Commercial Fisheries Center of Rhode Island, the Rhode Island Foundation, Food Policy Council, and all of our supporters, and most importantly, our community members. Come join Sunrise, be a part of this. This is for everybody. We want to make sure we make an impact in the community. So if you have a child who is a middle schooler and they want to be a part of the program, get in touch with us.
Anything else you want to say?
Well, I should say this is our office. We are located at 225 Dyer Street. This program is going to be on for 6 weeks, every other week. This is one of several programs. We have our annual program, our fundraiser, mid-year, every year. So we will be coming to the community with other programs that we do. So come support and be a part of something big. This is a work that's bigger than just one person. It's for all of us. And together we can make a difference in the larger society.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chesson, and I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thanks for.
Well, I will show the tape again. But I want to get the message out to members of the Liberian community of Rhode Island that the Liberian Community Association is not in a position to do what Alice Howard is doing. We know that over the years, since we had our confusion and commotion, the community has strived to rebuild itself. But what we did in the past as a community, we can't do it no more. It takes a lot of efforts. It takes a lot of money and investment. And our community as a public institution is not ready to do that kind of thing yet because it takes a lot of time. Many of us who did that in the past, we made grave sacrifices. Some of us had just come, we didn't have jobs, permanent jobs, so working with the community was much easier. But now, Liberians are more entrenched in Rhode Island. It's not like before when people come, everybody lost. No, we got, even the Rhode Island Liberian community now is there. When people can reach out to the community, we got different organizations, we got Oasis, we got the other organizations here to help Africans and other Liberians when they come and don't know where to go. So that's why it's good to hook up with people who know about these community organizations. Because if you don't know about them, you may not get the kind of help they can afford you. Okay? Some people need help, they go to other organizations. Yes, you may get those help, you may get help in those kind of ways, but it may take you longer to hook up with the right people. Whereas if you know these community organizations, even if they can't help you, they will tell you, oh, go to this place or go to that place. They will know what to direct you to go. Okay? That's one of the good things about it. So, Liberian Community Association and Liberians should not feel they're in competition with people like Alice Howard. You're not. That's just another avenue. Our community is too big for the Liberian community alone to attend to all the needs of everybody. So when we have other organizations like this, with people like Alice Howard, who understand what it means to be in a community of diverse people. She also worked with the Liberian Community Association before. So the connection should be there. The Liberian Community Association should connect with people that are doing non-profit things like this. So when the community cannot do these things on their own, or there will be no need to do it if other people are doing it, just help these people facilitate the process of helping the community in their way. Find out what they're doing. Ask them how you can help, and send people there. Send elders there. Work with people in the community. The Liberian community is supposed to be like an administrative body of the community. We can't do everything, but we can regulate things. We can work with organizations. We can help find them ways to get help for themselves, to get money. We can advocate for them. Okay, so we got to understand our situation today. The Liberian Community Association does not have to be involved in everything hands-on. People like Alice, people that different organizations, Oasis, they got their own programs going on too. Find out how can those programs help the Liberian community, and direct all people to those programs too. When they come for help, say, okay, we don't have an elderly program, but we have a Liberian that has this program going on. That's all she does. She's more dedicated to this. So we send all our elders there. We go there too. And we have a list, a directory of all Liberians in the state. That's what the Liberian community is supposed to be doing. You see, that's what we wanted to do. But before the fight started, the Liberian Community Association is supposed to work to direct all Liberians in Rhode Island of places to go for help. If it's Liberian control, or if it's a Liberian organization like Alice, Sunrise Forever, that have been doing this forever, the Liberian community can give financial help to her. Instead of having programs, the same programs she having, support her and send all the Liberians to her. Let her go, the elderly, the youth, what they're doing. Another person is Henrietta, Higher Grounds. I forgot to mention her. Henrietta Holder. She got Higher Grounds International. I haven't been to her business for a while, and I hope she's feeling well, because she's been sickly sometimes off and on. I hope she's feeling well. But Henrietta Holder has Higher Grounds. She does the same thing almost like Alice, but hers is more consistent. She deals with it's a daily basis. You go to Higher Grounds International, you had the elderly program there. All these things, she's doing it. So these are organizations that can help the community. The Liberian community now supposed to regulate between Higher Grounds, Sunrise Forever, Oasis International, and African Alliance. All these organizations got programs going on for elder and youth to educate people. Oasis got a summer program, whether they take the children to Washington, D.C. and all around to monumental places to visit. The Liberian community, regulate with them. Send all the Liberian children with them. Let them go to Oasis every summer. Okay, they got the summer batch. We know we're supporting the summer batch. This is how we got to operate, my people. We're not fighting each other in this country here. And this is what my show has been all about, man. But people won't fight. People won't show that they can do things better than other Africans, or they can do things better than the Liberian community. That's not what it's about. That's not what it's about. You got to grow up. We got to work together. You got to understand your function as Liberian community. There are certain things we can do and certain things we cannot do. Okay, even though we want to do things, we may not have the resources. Okay, and that's why the grants and all these things are divided among the different groups. The same grant we're fighting for, that the same grant Alice fighting for, Oasis fighting for, and that they're right. You can't say they mustn't fight for it. No, that they're right. Liberian community has no monopoly over grants. Because with the Liberian community, that don't mean other Liberians can't run for and can't go for the same grants or form their organization. No, they can do it. It's just the Liberian Community Association got to learn our role in the community as the leader of the community. We got to learn our role. Our role is not to monopolize in everything with every organization and program. No. Bring it under the Liberian community. No, that's not what we do. We are a democratic institution in every way. Not only in government. In our community, we are a democratic organization. People got it right and freedom to do whatever they want to do within the bounds of the law. So once we have Liberian Community Corporation, it's just a corporation, just like any other corporation. But if the Liberian Community Organization wants to be effective, we got to be a liaison between these different organizations. We got to serve as an administrative body, not so much of usurping all the programs that people got to bring it under the Liberian community. No, that's not how we work. We are an elite organization. We are supposed to liaise or liaison between these organizations so we have the information intact. When people call the Liberian organization, because we are the Liberian Community Association, okay, Liberians know that they gravitate to the community organization. Okay, if you want any question, you call your organization, but the organization got to be effective enough for the people to have trust and confidence in the organization. So the first thing that the Liberian organization need to know is you got to be an administrative body. You got to be a service body. Okay, the word lace, I would just say lace with the organization. Okay, Sunrise Forever, Henrietta Holders, Higher Ground, Oasis International. Join with these organizations. Send your people to them. Work with them. Support them. Okay, some of your membership dues. See how you can support these organizations that are doing community service for the Liberian community too. We don't have to have every program under us. But if other organizations are doing it, we know their leadership, we respect their leadership, we work with them. We donate money to them too. Some of the programs that we're doing before, why should we do it when other people are doing it better than us? There's no need to get jealous. No need to get mad. Help the other people. Okay? And this is what this whole thing about. Okay? That when we work together, many hands make light work. That means when we put our hands together, the work becomes easier. We can serve our community better. We can help our people. So instead of dividing ourselves and fighting among ourselves, we come together and unite our efforts. So everybody don't be doing the same thing. One person doing trips and summer bash, one person doing feeding the community and doing other things, and Henrietta and her group taking care of the elders and the youth. Then we operate in the Liberian community in the middle, forming our community directory. So when people want to know who are the Liberians in the Liberian Island and their telephone numbers and their address, you can go to the Liberian community. We got it there. Those are the kind of things we're supposed to be doing. Telling people when Alice having a food thing, if she having a program, what the Liberian community can do. If we can help her, we send people there to help. Same thing with Oasis and the summer batch. Same thing with Henrietta Holder and Higher Grounds. You see? So we got to do these things and help one another. This is how the community go. So let me go back to Alice's video and watch this video one more time of Sunrise Forever and their youth leadership program. Just 1 minute, please.
Mr. Chesson for showing up to this orientation. Actually, this is Sunrise Forever Incorporated's Youth Mentorship Program. and today is the orientation. I'm so glad that we are able to bring young kids together to help them become global citizens, to help harness the skills, right? As statesman Frederick Douglass said, and I agree with him, it is easier to build strong children than to repair broken men. So we are focused on the future. We are focused on our children, making sure they have the right, solid foundation to carry them to life, trying to help them develop positive skills. That's what this program is all about.
Who envisioned it and how long is it for?
So thank you. That's a great question. Actually, Sunrise, we're trying to do a holistic approach. That's our vision, part of what we intend to do. So we want to make sure we help families live happy and healthy lives. There are other things we are doing in the community. We also make sure, like I said earlier, the children are the future. Make sure they have all around skills to help them. So that was my idea along with other team members. I'm like, can we just, so I look at our community, I'm like, there's so much we can do to help the kids. So much we can do to help our children. So thinking about that and Sunrise's mission, we decided to just add this to what we are doing now to make it part of our programs.
So how long is this program for?
This is a 6-week program. This is a pilot phase. And we are dealing with middle schoolers. So after this, at the end of the program, we will have an exit activity to see where they are when they came to this program and where they are when they are leaving the program. So then we launch another phase that probably may be for middle schoolers again, and or we're going to include high school kids to make them aware as they're going out there to go to college, right? To have a diverse and open mind. The world is big, so we don't want to have them have this narrow thinking. We want to broaden their mental capacity to make them be critical thinkers.
So what do you have to say to the community?
I just want to say thank you so much for all those who've come thus far, all of my sponsors, our supporters, our donors. People show up every Saturday. Just so you know, we also do seafood distribution every Saturday. We want to make sure Rhode Islanders are fed. So in connection with the Commercial Fisheries Center of Rhode Island, the Rhode Island Foundation, Food Policy Council, and all of our supporters, and most importantly, our community members. Come join Sunrise, be a part of this. This is for everybody. We want to make sure we make an impact in the community. So if you have a child who is a middle schooler, and they want to be a part of the program, get in touch with us.
Anything else you want to say?
Well, I should say this is our office. We are located at 225 Dyer Street. This program is going to be on for 6 weeks, every other week. This is one of several programs. We have our annual program, our fundraiser, mid-year every year. So we will be coming to the community with other programs that we do. So come support and be a part of something big. This is a work that's bigger than just one person. It's for all of us. And together we can make a difference in the larger society.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chesson, and I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thanks for.
So we talk about the Liberian community accessing other communities. This is not about the Liberian community alone. This is about the bigger American community. We have our African American brothers and sisters that need to join us, and we need to join them. We access all the things that are American already, but we have things in our community that are open to everybody. And we want our African American brothers and sisters to take advantage of these organizations too, like Alice, like Higher Ground. You know, I'm sorry I haven't been talking about Henrietta Holder a lot and Higher Ground, but She's an amazing woman, and her organization is amazing. The Higher Ground has been doing some good things. I made donation to it too. Last time you saw, I donated 2 TVs to it. Our organization donated 2 TVs, flat screen TV to her. So we recognize her and the work she's doing, and we appreciate it too. But as I was saying, all our poor organizations, our poor communities need help. Minority communities, we need help. It's not only about Liberian community. Just like the Hispanic organizations, they welcome us too. The African organization there and those other organizations, they welcome us too. So it behooves us to work with each other, to network. The more we network, the better it is for us to break down barriers. Barriers of misunderstanding, barriers of misconnection, barriers of falsehoods. We educate ourselves. So when you help one, that one help another person, we unite our community through helping and educating each other. So it's not only about the Liberian community, it's about our greater American community. All the communities, minority and white community. As you can see from the tip, we have white mentees, we got white mentors, young kids who's smart and doing their own thing and can give assistance to the younger brothers and sisters in our community. Let's see Mrs. Alice video again. This is her day, okay? Because of the great work Sunrise Forever is doing in the Liberian community. Okay, let me see then what's happening with this. Bear with me 1 minute. Let me see, okay, she's sometimes these shows go, oh, you gotta bring it. Oh yes, okay, here it is.
Chesson for showing up to this orientation. Actually, this is Sunrise Forever Incorporated's Youth Mentorship Program, and today is the orientation. I'm so glad that we are able to bring young kids together to help them become global citizens, to help harness the skills, right? As statesman Frederick Douglass said, and I agree with him, it is easier to build strong children than to repair broken men. So we are focused on the future. We are focused on our children, making sure they have the right solid foundation to carry them to life, trying to help them develop positive skills. That's what this program is all about.
Who envisioned it and how long is it for?
So thank you, that's a great question. Actually, Sunrise, we're trying to do a holistic approach. That's our vision, part of what we intend to do. So we want to make sure we can help families live happy and healthy lives. There are other things we are doing in the community. We also make sure, like I said earlier, the children are the future. Make sure they have all around skills to help them. So that was my idea along with other team members. I'm like, can we just, so I look at our community, I'm like, there's so much we can do to help the kids. So much we can do to help our children. So thinking about that and Sunrise's mission, we decided to just add this to what we are doing now to make it part of our programs.
So how long is this program for?
This is a 6-week program. This is a pilot phase. And we are dealing with middle schoolers. So after this, at the end of the program, we're going to have an exit activity to see where they are when they came to this program and where they are when they're leaving the program. So then we launch another phase that probably may be for middle schoolers again, and or we're going to include high school kids to make them aware as they're going out there to go to college, right? To have a diverse and open mind. The world is big, so we don't want to have them have this narrow thinking. We want to broaden their mental capacity to make them be critical thinkers.
So what do you have to say to the community?
I just want to say thank you so much for all those who've come thus far, all of my sponsors, our supporters, our donors. People show up every Saturday. Just so you know, we also do seafood distribution every Saturday. We want to make sure Rhode Islanders are fed. So in connection with the Commercial Fisheries Center of Rhode Island, the Rhode Island Foundation, Food Policy Council, and all of our supporters, and most importantly, our community members. Come join Sunrise, be a part of this. This is for everybody. We want to make sure we make an impact in the community. So if you have a child who is a middle schooler and they want to be a part of the program, get in touch with us.
Anything else you want to say?
Well, I should say this is our office. We are located at 225 Dyer Street. This program is going to be on for 6 weeks, every other week. This is one of several programs. We have our annual program, our fundraiser, mid-year, every year. So we will be coming to the community with other programs that we do. So come support and be a part of something big. This is a work that's bigger than just one person. It's for all of us. And together we can make a difference in the larger society.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chesson, and I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thanks for.
So, like Mrs. Howard said, this work is bigger than one person. This work is bigger than the Liberian Community Association. We all need to chip in. This work is bigger than the African American community. When we chip in together, we take care of each other. We make sure that the less fortunate among us receive what we can give to our people. Not what other people can give to them, what we can give to them. Okay? It's good to have help for other people. But when you get help from your own people, you get a total breakdown of everything you need to understand. And this is where we are now, to help our people rise up from lack of understanding, from lack of participating in the community, to be a wholesome, functioning part of our community, not the Liberian community, our American community. Because when we start with the community here from Rhode Island, in the start from the Liberian community, we get to connect with other African communities, then we connect with the other African American community, then we connect with the greater American community. So we go things step by step. And as we go with the full understanding of this American society, because we're starting to be taught by our own. Then as we go out, we're being taught the cultures and functions of other communities that are serving the greater community too. So that's how it works, my people. So this Saturday, y'all make sure as many of you can attend this youth leadership program. This is to make you aware that this kind of program is going on. And there's no accent barrier. You can't say, I don't understand the person. All our presenters are young Liberian American people. They went to school in all the institutions. These two young people who are the presenters, they don't only do this for the Liberian community, that's their job. Fred and Cordelia Bannon, that their jobs, they get paid by big companies to go and do this thing. They are the people that have seminars. They think that's a small thing for them. They're coming from New York, they live in New York, and that their job, that all they do for their life. You see him sitting in front of that computer, he got all kind of examples to teach by. You should see some of the things the guy put on the screen. So that's a job. They're not just doing it for the Liberian community or they coming to assist, they going to school and that. No. These are professional people who do seminars for big $1 million companies. And they have devoted their time to come to the Liberian community in Rhode Island and do this course, not only for Liberians, but for all community members. Make sure you attend, okay? Show them you appreciate it and you are thankful for what they're doing. Liberian people, take advantage of these kind of activities and organizations, okay? Liberian Community Association is our superior organization. We understand that, we respect that, okay? But we got these organizations that are bringing in money, and when you see people building downtown, with offices downtown, you know they're bringing in money. That not small office downtown, okay? When you downtown, you pay over $3,000-4,000 a month for rent. That's not small money. So when you see they got other places, Sunrise forever could be, but the kind of money they're making, for the money they want, you can't go beg in poor offices. The people not want to see you. They're not like Africa. When you want money, you got to demonstrate that you can handle money. You get a big office downtown. This is America. You want money? Money talks. Bullshit walks. You want money? You got to show the people you're begging for money from that you are self-sustaining, that you are a man on your own or a woman on your own. And that's what Alice Howard has done by having an office downtown in one of the newest buildings in Providence, Rhode Island. Let's join her. Let's support her. Let's make sure she maintains that building for the work she's doing. She told you she got different programs. And this is just one of it. Saturday is the program. Send all your children to 225 Dyer Street, downtown near the courthouse. Let them find that place and be at that seminar. It's a good leadership program by professionals from New York who know what they're doing. Aluta. Continue, my class is done. Have a good day. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.